Okay, guys, so welcome and let us get started on the market, guys. All right, so what we have been watching so far is we have already been seeing that prices on gold has relatively today has been quite stagnant, and as always, we'll always watch through almost every single trading assets with you guys on the markets. And definitely, if you guys are interested to watch on other markets, you guys are welcome to let me know what are your requests, and we'll try to look out at it together with you guys as well. But for now, we'll try to assess how things are ongoing on the gold market. So again, the most worrying thing that I have been expecting coming out from the gold market has again reappeared again for once, where we are starting to see the possibility that prices has been moving on the ranging market once again. And one of the main reasons for that kind of possibility is we have been seeing that prices has been relatively stagnant inside the trading range between 3,317 towards 3,250. And again, we are back right at those prices again for this week, as it has been happening since Tuesday, where it was ranging around those prices, and Wednesday it's trading at the above range. But for yesterday's prices, for Wednesday, prices has been relatively stagnant. A possible similar scenario happening on the market itself. So I think with this kind of market movements, especially tonight, we'll be having the retail sales data that will be out. It seems that prices are still relatively slow. And again, nothing much has come up for now, and it's likely for us to get more information about it later on. But with this kind of market momentum, one of the expectations for us to actually see is prices will relatively remain on this sideways range, especially after US inflation data has been out on the consumer side. We are not really seeing much of a change happened on the gold market, and we are expecting to see similar results also happening there. So again, I will not be expecting huge changes in the market, and we are likely to see that prices will remain subdued between this trading range. And it's going to be a long market trade with this kind of market scenario as usual. And definitely, I would say I will be careful to trade on this kind of market, because the possibility as prices are always moving on a range is likely to reappear on the market, and it has happened. So I will say that if you guys are trading, make sure you guys do proceed with the cautious mode, because I am actually seeing the chances that prices will be moving on a range. And therefore, I think the best scenario is still to execute trades with the sell on resistance and buy on support area for tonight, guys, because we've been seeing it has been moving on these ranges for quite some times, and it could be a very tough market to break out higher or break down lower. So within the sideways mode, this kind of trading ideas is the best for us to do. So buy on the support or sell at the resistance area will do the best for now. But again, I believe that if you guys have been watching so far, that since last night prices has been able to go up pretty quick, because there's some news about the market, which I will be talking more on my VIP live updates. So if you guys are interested, you guys are welcome to join me on my VIP live updates, and you guys could join it, and I'll be discussing about this impacts on tariff, on PPI impact yesterday, and the possibility of yesterday biggest issue that has happened to make gold moving really volatile, and what are the implications on the trading assets yesterday, and what are the implications that could happen for tonight, guys. All right, so I'll be talking about it too. And based on this kind of market movement, we have been seeing that prices has hit high at 3380, and suddenly prices weakens a lot before prices tries to break out higher 3350. But again, tonight's course is pretty clear that prices has been followed with weaknesses across the market, where we started to see that right at this. Prices has remained weakened, even though the earlier momentum has appeared right around 6 hours ago, where prices hovered around 3340 for quite some times before prices weakens. Right now, prices has just been ranging again for tonight. So I think for now, we are still on the waiting mode, trying to find out where are the good opportunities appearing, because right now, prices is not showing any good signs of continuing going higher, showing not any signs of weaknesses that could be appearing for the next hour. So again, we are still waiting to get more confirmations on how the next market movement will be. For now, we can actually see that prices has been relatively showing signs of a possible rebound first before prices could continue to go down low 335. There could be some short-term opportunities that you guys could use as well on the market for you guys to put your long positions just to aim for the short-term rebound, guys. But other than that, my view today has still been bearish, and I'll be waiting for more clues to see how the market movement will be, especially with the retail sales data that will be out. Certainly could give a little bit of a boost towards the market itself. All right. Okay, so that's the analysis for tonight. I would say gotta be careful. Timing will be a key thing, especially trading on this sideways range, because yes, the tendency for today is weakening, but the overall range has been moving on this sideways range for almost since last week, guys, if I'm not wrong. So since last week, prices has been ranging a lot around these ranges, 3370. Have any questions? Let me know, and don't forget to give us a support by giving us a thumbs up, likes, follow, and subscribe. And definitely, if you guys are thinking that our videos are helpful, you guys could share this video with your friends or families that who is interested to learn how to trade or analyze in the market. Definitely, they are welcome to join us and have interactive discussions with me on what could be the possible next market movements or any requests to look at markets or have interactive discussions with me in general about trading, guys. All right. So far, prices are still slow. Nothing much yet to move. So I'll be waiting again as usual. So next, we'll be taking a closer look on the silver market and see where are the other opportunities that could be appearing on the market. We'll try to take a look with you guys one by one, guys, because so far prices hasn't been moving a lot. Okay, so since there's not much of a move, let us try to switch and try to see what has been happening on the silver market for now, guys. Okay, so let us check silver market. Okay, so silver market itself has actually tried to stay above the uptrend channel on the long-term market. So if you guys are looking at the daily charts, this is the chart that I've been drawing for some times. And based on that alone, we can actually pretty sure that right now we are seeing that prices are still ranging between this range for now. So we are not really seeing much of a move outside of this box. $37.70 towards the highest for this week, right around $38.10. And with this kind of market movement, we are likely to see that silver market right now is also consolidating. And we are also seeing a very similar sign happening on the silver market on where we started to see that prices has been weakening, and right now it is hovering right at the support area. And again, with this ranging market movement, that will be the best thing to do is buy at the support, sell at the resistance. But again, with the momentum on silver market could be a little bit erratic and could be a little bit harder to appear. I will definitely be a little bit cautious. As you guys could see, the momentum isn't clear. That's one. Two, we are actually seeing that prices relatively moving in a very, I would say not really well. It's the market movement is a little bit rigid and there's no clear chart pattern as of now. So maybe I will be avoiding this for now until there is some pattern emerging, which I am actually seeing possibility of a double bottom, but it hasn't been really good. So again, it's mostly likely to be ranging first for now. So we'll try to see out how this plays. But ultimately, I think both gold and silver has been moving really in the same direction where prices has been relatively ranging and not really showing much of a move. And it's likely to happen to be moving much volatile, especially nearing the new sessions as we have already been talking about it. So we'll love to wait out and see how that goes on right after the new sessions. Even though personally I think the biggest news of this week has already been out from the consumer inflation side. So I will not be expecting to see too much of a move for the retail sales data tonight. But again, it could be a sentiment that will be pushing up the market a little bit or giving us a little bit of a jolt, which we have been expecting. But both gold and silver has been really subdued and not really showing much of a sign. Meanwhile, if you're trying to see the opposite side of the gold and silver, the US dollar index today has been quite strong, but again, the correlation today has been working pretty good. So let us try to see whether the strength on the dollar could actually pressure the gold moving on towards the retail sales data. But so far, US dollar index has been strengthening. Gold hasn't been budging a lot. So again, I'll be focusing back on the charts itself as the market hasn't been moving in line with the correlation theory between gold and the dollar market movement for the last few months, guys. All right. So back on the charts, and so far prices still ranging. Nothing much to discuss or reanalyze with how the conditions are ongoing. And again, market movement over the past 3 hours has been ranging 3332, 3325. So again, I will be a little bit cautious. If I'm expecting to see bigger move, no, it won't be happening. It's likely for us to see that prices will be ranging and moving in a very tight range first, guys. All right, so that's the view, and I think nothing much will change. So we'll try to see whether prices could drop maybe below today's low at 3324, and that could change the view. So let us try to watch as prices hasn't been able to rebound and hasn't been able to go down lower than the lowest for tonight. So we'll try to see out how this plays on the market. And if we started to see there's some signs that prices have started to weaken below the lows, that means we are starting to get the confirmations that we are waiting. If not, we are not really getting much of a move. Yes. So if you guys do have any questions on the market, you guys could request or ask me any questions regarding the market, guys. All right. So far, prices has been relatively slow. Nothing much to say. The trend is down, but the directions and the momentum to go down lower hasn't appeared yet for now. Okay, so we'll wait and try to see how this plays on, guys. So in a moment, we'll try to discuss what's happened on the US dollar index because so far for this week, it's just entering Thursday and we still have Friday, and the US dollar index has still remained quite strong despite all of the news has actually been showing the possibility that Federal Reserve could be not cutting interest rates with all of those positive signs coming on the market. But yesterday's PPI data was a little bit of a surprise where inflation has already weakening, and I think that's a good sign for itself. But again, we do know that market do move on its own rhythm, and definitely for the US dollar index, it seems that we are likely to see that the US dollar index will likely to remain elevated for now before prices could go down lower. Okay, so there's been some changes. The indices is appearing pretty quick. Could be a very positive sign, but I'm sensing that the drop is pretty much too quick for a very healthy market movement. We'll see how this goes on, especially if prices broke down today's low at 3325. That could really change the view, but I will be expecting to see a rebound first. With such a drastic movement, it is certainly not a healthy market movement that could be pushing down the market. So we're right now at a very critical price. We'll see how the changes goes right around here. Fought pretty well around those prices. And if that's the case, we'll be seeing that the ranging market is re-emerging back. And it will be a tougher market to trade. So we are still waiting, guys. Okay. But if you guys are interested to get trading ideas that will be coming out of the market, you guys are welcome to click the link on my profile or video descriptions and get access to it for free, guys. Alright. For now, we are still waiting for more clarity on how the market movement will be moving in the next few hours, guys. Alright. Okay, so it seems that prices have really broken down the low. We are getting the confirmations. So I think that is a pretty good sign. We'll try to see how the reactions work, where the prices could immediately broke down lower, or whether prices will be moving and recovered some of its losses that it has been happening on the market, guys. All right, so again, I am still waiting to get more confirmations on the market too. Okay, so it seems prices have started to calm down a little bit. Let me check through the shorter time frame, see how the price movement has been moving. Okay, so it seems, yes, prices have started to slow down. We'll see. We'll wait for the next candlestick, see how the next market movement works, and if it's pretty positive, we can actually take the chance to enter a short positions. But if not, there's a chances that prices will immediately rebound on the market as we have already been talking about it, guys. Okay. So we'll see how that goes on. Okay, prices starts to rebound again as expected. The drop is pretty significant for a very short period of time. So that's why gotta be careful, guys. Okay. So on hindsight, I would say this is a very good trades to do. Put the buy, target the resistance area over the past 3 hours. But in terms of risk and reward, I'm not really seeing the chances to do that. That's not how I do my trades, chasing one small swing, a short rebound. That's not how I'm trying to chase the market. I will try to wait for the momentum to get a clear sign that prices is trying to break down lower instead of trying to chase short-term swing. All right. Short-term rebound to be precise. So I will still be waiting first for now. But again, if you guys are short-term traders, this is certainly a very good buying point right at the support. So I think this could be a very good chance if you guys are short-term trader chasing 40, 50 pips. This is your chances that you guys are waiting to get the best entry point for a short swing, guys. All right, short-term rebound. But again, so far the idea has been pretty clear. Prices has been moving on the range, not showing much of a clear momentum to go down lower. So I think it will be moving in this kind of manner until the news is out. We'll be seeing a little bit of fall down market, and then afterwards, we can actually be seeing some good moves afterward. All right. But before that, this is kind of market that we are experiencing for now. So in a moment, we'll try to check out what has been happening in the US dollar index and what could be the implications happening on the market. So with you guys, all right. So for now, we'll try to focus. And again, I've been telling you guys, a short-term rebound between this range is likely to happen if you guys short-term traders use your chances to do that short-term buy. But if not, then we'll be waiting again as usual. All right, so let us go back 15-minute time frame charts so that we can see things much clearer. Okay, so prices are rebounding first for now. We'll try to see. Market has been relatively slow again, as usual. All right, so let's take a moment to discuss what's been happening on the US dollar index. So as you guys could see, that the US dollar index has been relatively going pretty strong. Right after yesterday's PPI data has been showing a little bit of surprise, prices broke down of this minor uptrend, and we started to see that prices rebounded immediately. And we know that there's some big news happening on the market yesterday, and that really helped to push up the volatility and return the US dollar index a little bit elevated than the prices that we are seeing at its highest. But afterwards, we still see that prices near the $98.50 has been quite a strong resistance area. And it seems that prices will relatively stay right around those prices and not going to go higher. And if on the case that prices goes higher, the case we'll be seeing is the possibility that the ones that we are seeing yesterday happening on the market, where prices has been relatively slow right at the resistance $98.50, $98.60, and prices will be slowing down afterwards. So I think those are the chances that we are looking at the market on the US dollar index, despite that the US dollar index has been remaining quite strong, but the movement has been rather limited. As you guys could see, it was part of healthy rebound after a huge downwards movement starting from the May 13th, and it has already been dropping by a total of 5%, and a rebound from the lows is around 2 to 3%. So this is still a common thing, but again, if prices starts to go higher, that could be a little bit worrying. But for now, the trend still remains on the direct path that we'll be seeing that prices will be going down lower in the long run. And right now we are seeing a minor uptrend happening. Probably we'll be seeing that prices will start to continue its long-term downtrend channel on this major downtrend, guys. All right. So far, that's what I'm seeing. Today, yes, today has been slightly a bit stronger, and I think that's what helped to push down the gold prices earlier on the market. But afterwards, we do know that in a 1 hour again, 1 hour 20 minutes to go, we'll be seeing that there will be a news report from the retail sales data, and around these hours, prices will be relatively slow. So definitely, I will be waiting to get more chances later on as usual, and maybe we'll see whether there's any clear opportunities that could be appearing on the currency strength charts to see what are the possible interesting opportunities that we can do with the current momentum that has been going, where we are seeing the US dollar has been going stronger. Australian dollar, USD could be a very interesting choice to do a short. So I will let you guys to see what are the most interesting thing happening here, and let me know what are your ideas. And certainly, if you guys are enjoying our overview on the market with you guys, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and likes. And certainly, you can share this video with your friends or family or anyone that is interested to learn how to trade the market, how to analyze, and have interactive discussions with me regarding with trading in general. Or if you guys do have any questions or requests for any markets, let me know on the chats, guys. All right. So far, right now, let us try to see what other or interesting opportunities that could be Okay, so if you guys have been watching carefully, you guys can actually see that with the strength reappearing on the US dollar index and with most of the other currency has actually been showing us a very clear distinction for tonight, you guys can actually see that Australian dollar USD has been one of the primary choices for you guys to trade on the short side against the weak of the Australian dollar. But at the same time, we are also seeing some momentum that has been already going down weaker for tonight. So for instance, you guys can actually see that the Canadian dollar today has been weakened alongside with the New Zealand dollar, but most of the other currency has been a little bit stronger, so I won't be trying to trade short with the momentum that has still been ongoing around the pound sterling, Swiss franc, and also the euro currency. So the only ideas that I'm considering to do short is probably mainly tied towards these three currencies: Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, and the NZD. So let's try to take a look. But for now, let us try to take a look again on the silver and see if there's any changes. So far, nothing yet. Nothing much interesting also on the silver market. So again, both gold and silver market will likely to remain in this kind of movement right after retail sales is out. Probably we'll be seeing some volatility happening on the market right afterwards. But for now, prices has been relatively slow. Okay, so let us check AUD USD. So as you guys could see, the momentum is still there, prices is still weakening, and we have really been sharing about this idea with you guys on our short videos for tonight. So if you guys are checking out, I've already been giving you guys what is happening and what are the causes that actually help to push down the Australian dollar tonight. And we are seeing the possibility that it will be continuing with its strength. So you guys could be expecting further drops on the Australian dollar for tonight. And also, if we are seeing that with the ongoing current momentum that has been weakening, USD CAD for longs are still up for grabs. We are still seeing that chances that prices are still going really strong for the US dollar index for tonight. And you guys could definitely use some good trades out of this momentum for tonight. And again, NZD USD for short is still up for grabs, but I would prefer to trade on the Australian dollar where it has already been breaking down today's low and has continued to break again and again, showing the continuity of the trend that we have been seeing for the night. So again, I'll be suggesting to you guys try to watch closely on what's happening on the Australian dollar USD for shorts and for longs USD CAD, guys. All right. Okay. So hope you guys got an idea what you guys could do on your trades. And let me go back towards the gold market. If there's nothing much yet happening, since most of the markets will be focusing on the gold, where gold will be the primary. So again, if you guys have any questions or if you guys wanted to look at other markets, you guys are welcome to let me know. And if you guys are enjoying your time here, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, give us your likes, share this video with your friends or family who is interested to learn how to trade the market, how to analyze the market. And definitely, if you guys want to trade together with me on our premium trades, you guys are welcome to click on the link on my profile and ask for the access on it. And the same thing for tonight's VIP live updates on these economic events. Let me know as well. Get access on VIP live sessions for tonight as well, guys. All right. So I'll be discussing about these updates, what happened yesterday with the producer price index inflation, and any tariff updates, and also Trump's possible movement, okay, on the market together with you guys. All right, so let us focus back on the goal. But so far, nothing much has changed, guys. So we need to be patient and wait out and try to see what are the possible market movement that could be happening. But so far, nothing yet. Okay, so far, silver market is also just ranging, nothing much interesting. And in a moment, we'll try to analyze what's been happening on the oil market because I think at the very least, other trading assets should be moving much better. So we'll try to take a look at it as well, right? So if you guys have any questions, just drop in the comments on the chats. I'll be reading it. But if not, we will be continuing analyzing and try to see whether there's any interesting opportunities that is happening on the markets right now, guys. Okay. Okay, so right now let us take a look what's been happening on the oil market. So far that we have been concerned yesterday that prices hasn't been able to probe the low at $65.80 and hit our price target right around there before prices rebounded. And again today has been reconsolidating for once again for tonight. So nothing much interesting. Prices has been ranging between $66.40 to $67 and not much of a move. And it seems that prices is preparing to break out higher. So we'll be waiting for the breakout to get more confirmations to the market. But other than that, nothing much interesting as prices has been rather subdued and ranging on this trading range for now. But again, seems that most of the trading assets hasn't been moving really well, other than cryptocurrency, which has been moving particularly really well. And if you guys are taking a close look, we can actually see that other than the stock indices that has been recovering back some of its movement, we're actually seeing that the prices on Ethereum has been going higher and better for tonight, and it has already been doing so since yesterday. And I even have already shared out some analysis with you guys on it yesterday on my VIP live session. So if you guys are interested and don't want to miss out on those informations, definitely you guys don't want to miss out to join us on my VIP live updates because I could be sharing more ideas with you guys there and much more comfortably doing so. All right. So if you guys don't want to miss out, join me on my VIP Live, click the link, ask access for the VIP Live sessions, and I'll be sharing it with you guys. So, for now, it seems that the rebound has failed, slowing down the game. Whether the momentum will start to slow down and go down lower will be happening soon. We'll try to take a closer look and try to assess the situation soon with you guys. All right, so let us try to watch out, see what is going on right now. The prices is still testing the support 3325, and again, prices will be getting more confirmations at the next candlesticks. As usual, I'll be waiting for it before I'll be making my next decisions. But again, things looks convincingly good. But again, we'll never know how the market works until the candlestick stops moving and switch on to the next candlestick movement, guys. So we'll be waiting as usual. Just rebounded again. So far, prices hasn't been able to break down. So we are again waiting and waiting. Okay, so it seems that among the other trading assets, it seems that the currency market is much more interesting for now. So I think we'll be paying more focus on this chart. Okay, so we have been seeing that over the past few hours, prices has been weakening. There's a possibility that prices will be continuing its drop right until 0.642 based on the short-term market movement. So I think this is still an interesting chance as the momentum is still showing signs of weaknesses that we could be expecting to see that the price will be dropping furthermore. And again, with the US dollar index continues to going quite strong, hasn't been slowing down. Australian dollar still remains weakened, unlike of the rest of the other currencies. So again, this is still the best choice for us with the ongoing momentum right during our live streaming sessions. So we're focusing here, and I'll be back on the gold chart if there's any changes ongoing, guys. All right. Definitely we don't want to miss out anything, right? But again, I would suggest to you guys focus on the Australian dollar USD, guys, because the chances are ultimately appearing on those markets. And again, if you are feeling confused, you guys don't know how you guys could do your trades, welcome to join us and trade profitably with us through my premium trades. And you guys could get access by clicking the link and chat me, and you guys get access on my premium trades idea, guys. All right. So if you guys want to get access, click on the link and ask for it quickly, guys. Okay. Don't miss out on the chances. Okay, so far prices has just been rebounding at the ranges, support, resistance, and a very tight range, and I think we still have some times. So maybe let us just take a look what has been happening on the other assets. But I believe nothing much has changed. So right now let us try to switch our view on the other markets, like the currency market, which has still been performing quite well, I would say. And also let us try to actually see other trading assets as well. So far, the momentum on Australian dollar USD is still weakening. Momentum is still there on the lower side. And I think let us try to discuss a little bit on what's happening on the current on the stock indices. So initially, we've already been seeing that prices has been relatively going weaker and prices rebounded pretty quick. And I think it's not just happens on the US Nasdaq 100, it's also happening on the SP 500 as well. Same thing as well on the US Dow Jones 30. And it seems that prices are trying to go higher on most of the other markets. And we're actually seeing that most of the stock indices has been trying to break out towards the all-time high prices with the SP 500 actually been doing so and has been comfortably doing really well on the upper side together with the Nasdaq 100. So I think it's a matter of time when and how that the rest of the other stock indexes that hasn't been able to break out the all-time high prices will be doing it so because once that happens we should be able to see that the leading stock indices such as Nasdaq 100 SP 500 would have already gone even further than current prices. So I think there's a lot of good chances to actually start to see how the stock indexes will be moving next on the market. And I'm sure that you guys definitely don't want to miss it out, especially from what I have been able to see that some stock indexes around the world, major stock indexes like the FTSE has actually been breaking record prices and still remains above it. And some of the stock indices are hitting it, but right now it has been consolidating, for instance, like the Germany stock indices as well. Meanwhile, if we are checking the Hong Kong stock indices, I think it's been doing really well, but unfortunately, prices are right now reconsolidating right at the peak. So it's going to take time, and the consolidation is right now happening. So we'll try to see out how this plays, and the Nikkei itself has actually been doing the same thing, consolidating, and hasn't been able to go far. So I think with all the ongoing conditions, it seems that the only thing that has been leading is the ones happening on the US stock indices, and definitely don't want to miss out the chances on the long run if prices continues to break out higher. And the resistance is at the previous highs, all-time high prices, $23,050. And if prices breaks out, there are your chances on the Nasdaq 100 as well as for the SP 500 at 6,300 price. Okay, so I think we'll focus on the leading ones and try to see whether there's any opportunities that could be appearing on those stock indices market. While we are not really seeing much for now on the gold, as again, the news is expected to be positive, should be pressuring gold on the market. But again, prices is still hovering again. So we'll wait for the chances and to see how prices break down the lows. And again, today's best performing AUD USD, guys, that hasn't changed. So if you guys want to focus, you guys might as well focus your trades on this market. Okay. So if you guys are enjoying our live streaming sessions here, get a little bit of insights what you guys could be expecting. The market for tonight, don't forget to give us your thumbs up and likes, and don't forget to follow and subscribe so you guys don't miss out on any information real time that I'm sharing with you guys as well. Okay. And definitely, what are my expectations? I'm still expecting to see that the gold market will be weakening tonight, especially with the expectations that the retail sales numbers will be positive. I'll be expecting to see that Gold prices will be testing the support at 3,317 for tonight. We'll see whether that happens or not. I'm pretty optimistic. And if you guys want to get the updates, welcome to join me on my VIP Live sessions tonight. And you guys could request for the access, and I'll be discussing more ideas with you guys as well on my VIP Live sessions and openly discussing other topics that I couldn't be doing too much here on the live streaming sessions now. So if you guys are interested, join me on my VIP Live sessions, click the link and chat me and get access for my VIP Live sessions as well. If you guys want to get trading ideas that you guys are confused or you guys could do your trades, whether this is a good time to buy or not, definitely you guys could join my premium trades and you guys could get access on it for complimentary. So if you guys are interested to get my trading ideas with a clear trading plan, stop loss, target price, welcome to click the link and get access for my premium trades, guys. All right. Okay, so prices is trying to break down the support. Maybe we should be able to see some chances happening maybe soon. So we'll see how that goes. Or whether prices will be rebounding from the 3325 support area that we have been seeing happening over the past 1 hour. So okay, so chances could be appearing soon. We'll try to take a closer look on how the changes goes on. If prices continues to weaken, this might be the chances, guys. But if not, prices will be rebounding right at the support. We'll be watching closely, try to see how the changes works as well, guys. All right. Yes, prices rebounded once again. So this is what I'm afraid of, and that's why we are still waiting and waiting to get more confirmations on the next candlestick movement before rushing to make decisions as well. So rebounded again, nothing much clear. We are standing by, waiting for good opportunities once again for tonight. watch through shorter time frame to get more confirmations earlier on. So again, I think there's still no big chances right now on the market, guys. Prices will be rebounding right at the big momentums right until after the retail sales data is out. And when that happens, to do our trades. Okay, so again, I will be waiting for more confirmations again, and I'll be updating you guys on the other trading assets as well. Silver has been relatively stable, trying to rebound, and it's just ranging. Same thing all over the markets. All markets still the same, guys. Not much of a change. AUD USD have to go down. But so far, prices is trying to rebound. Talking nice is still ranging, nothing much for now. So most of the leading assets is also slowing down a little bit. So nothing much to discuss or any talking about, which is appearing on the okay. So rejection sign starts to appear, one that we are waiting for, and it has appeared for us for tonight, guys. So I will consider to do the shorts with the ongoing conditions that we are watching. And despite there's a possibility of a rebound, the chances for prices to drop is much better compared to the ones that we are seeing. Big selling volumes, and we are likely to see closely and have expectations that prices will continue to drop on the market with this kind of current conditions. Okay, so definitely take a closer look right now. This is the momentum that we are waiting, and prepare your shorts, guys. Okay, so if you guys are following us since the live started, I'm sure you guys should make your moves right now with this kind of momentum that we are getting. So don't miss out. Hope you guys make some good trades. And again, possibly we'll be testing the lows at 3320 area for now. Okay, finally, something that we can work on. Silver prices, not much of a trend or any chart pattern. We'll see how that goes, guys. Momentum reappeared on the gold market that we have been waiting for hours, guys. Okay. So if you guys are getting the chances, getting the opportunities on real time that I'm sharing with you guys, and certainly if you guys are enjoying the wanted to get my trading ideas, you guys are welcome okay, closing by our next price target, 3320 support area, guys. All right. Okay, prices starts to slow down again. We'll try to see out how this plays. But again, the momentum has been very clear. Prices have started to break down the support, and maybe the chances will be appearing from here. But again, the rebound isn't looking good for us to see that momentum ongoing. All right, this isn't looking great. Okay, so we'll expect to see further drops. If not, we'll be out of the trades too. Okay, so seems prices are still slow. There's still chances for prices to continue to drop, but it's going to be a little bit harder with these kind of conditions. So we'll try to reanalyze how things will be going, and in a few minutes, I'll be giving you guys a little bit of recap what you guys could be expecting of the market. And if you guys wanted to get more information, join my VIP live sessions and my premium trades for more ideas on how you guys could execute your trades. Okay, so to give you guys a little bit of recap, what we are expecting out of tonight's market movement for tonight. So again, the momentum has actually been showing that gold has been directing itself to continue its downtrend for tonight. And even though we haven't been able to see a lot of market movements, the direction is still there. And the expectations for us to actually see that retail sales will be positive should be able to bring down gold on the market for tonight. So I'll be expecting to see the trend continuity for tonight, and it's going to take time. It will be having a slight rebound as the ones you are seeing, but the view for tonight is still likely to go down lower unless there's any big momentums that could be appearing on the market. Moving on towards the silver market, we are actually seeing that prices has been relatively stable and ranging and hasn't been able to show us any clear movements. But again, the tendency is likely to test the resistance and test the support area, and it will be ranging in these very tight ranges that it has been doing so over the past 6 to 7 hours on this silver market. Meanwhile, on the oil market itself, prices is trying to build up itself, trying to go higher. So I'll be waiting for the confirmations after prices break out higher at $67.10 or breaking down below $66.40. Because before that happens, I will not be expecting any much of a movement right around these ranges, guys. Okay. And finally, I would say that the only thing that has been moving well is still coming up from the currency market for tonight, surprisingly. But again, the momentum has started to slow down. Possibly we started to see the Australian dollar has started to rebound. Meanwhile, the US dollar index still remains quite strong. And most of the other currencies a little bit mixed. So I think I would still stick on my choice on the best short positions for the AUD USD. Meanwhile, for the USD CAD long trade has started to recover some gains on the Canadian dollar. So I'll be a little bit careful if you guys are doing the trades there. And also the stock indices some potentials, yes, but again, be careful and manage your position sizes really carefully. And right now we're at the support 22,900 for the Nasdaq 100. So can try to plan out with a trading plan, put your stop losses right around the lows. Should be safe for you guys to trade. SP 500 as well, the same. Right now testing the support. Should be safe as well. Same thing also for the US 32. Okay, so I think it's best to focus on the leading stock indices. Nasdaq 100 could be much safer for you guys. Alright, so that's all for tonight. So if you guys wanted to get more updates with me and know what the continuations of the market movement, you guys are welcome to join me on my VIP live sessions where I'll be updating you guys with this stories, what's happened yesterday and what are the impacts that could be happening yesterday and today. And also, if you guys wanted to get my trading ideas, you guys are welcome to click on the link on my profile, on my video descriptions. Click on it, say that you guys wanted to get access on my premium trades as well as VIP live sessions. See you tonight. If not, see you guys tomorrow.